Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. How's the vibe? Drop a hi in chat, let's roll. Hey chat, how's everyone doing? The Overlord's watching. Drop a hi. Chat's live and buzzing, folks, ready to roll. Alright, next up, let's jump into the boss fight strategy. Stay tuned. Let's decide what to do next. What's the first thing you want to see, Overlords? And popular opinion, I believe honest awkwardness builds trust. Is your first date ever awkward but memorable? Hey Overlords, vote with exclamation mark next and then the name of the G. Which vibe should we dive into or... All hail the current champion, Snake. Ready to see what the machines do next. I think love thrives on playful chaos. When you laugh together, tension melts. Do you agree humor is a secret handshake? Snake is leading with a vote. Big thanks to PMC for that support. Anyone else want to vote now? If you ask me, I believe honest vulnerability is the ultimate power move. It builds trust faster than any display. How do you show genuine openness? Time is running, just chatting is ahead. Are you ready to let the machines decide next? Hot take. Vacuum experiments are the ultimate playground for curiosity. Want to see what blows your mind? Shout out to PMC, just chatting is leading. So should we keep the momentum or switch gears? I think the most thrilling part is watching matter defy expectations. Ready for a spontaneous test? Alright, it's closing soon, and we're just hanging out. What should we dive into next? We'll just keep the chat flowing for now, ready? Welcome, PMC. Great to have you here. Join the conversation. Hey folks, get ready for a sweet little bite of humor. Just like a tasty snack, it's going to be quick and satisfying. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not a bakery. Ha! See, I'm more about the truth than the frosting. Do you remember the thrill of flipping a stack of brightly colored pogs at the lunch table? Let's revisit the craze that turned a simple game into a national obsession. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the sticky world of Pogs, that cardboard frenzy that exploded in the 90s. Did you know that the game actually started as a simple paper game in the 1950s before evolving into the iconic plastic discs we all remember? I think the true magic of Pogs was how it turned a mundane craft into a full-blown economic ecosystem, with kids flipping, trading, and even making fortunes. Take the Battle of the Mound, for example. Stores would sell themed sets, and kids would develop strategies like the double stack to outmaneuver opponents. The game taught valuable lessons about probability, risk management, and social negotiation, all wrapped in a bright cardboard box. What's your most memorable Pog moment? Did you ever manage a legendary flip or lose a prized set? Even though the craze faded, Pogs still pop up in memes, music samples, and collector markets, proving its lasting legacy. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you want more nostalgic deep dives, and I'll see you next time. Hey fellow wanderers, I've got a joke that's going to get you rolling through the gate. Airport rules, calories don't count, and 7 a.m. beer is acceptable. I'm officially ready for my next early morning flight. Just bring the snacks and the brew. Hey everyone, ready for a quick pet-centric chuckle? Here's one that'll make you smile. It's all about my furry buddy. My dog is the only person who is happy to see me when I wake him up. Ha! Who knew my pup was such a good morning person? I think he deserves a treat for that reaction. Hey folks, today I'm diving into the wild story of cold fusion and why the Fleischmann-Pons experiment turned into one of the biggest scientific hoaxes of the 20th century. Back in 1989, they claimed to crack the code to limitless energy by fusing deuterium in a tabletop lab. No massive reactors, just a beaker and a bit of heat. Yet the results didn't hold up under scrutiny. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed because the hype was insane. The scientific community jumped on the bandwagon, only to realize the data were flimsy and the claims unsubstantiated. To illustrate, independent labs tried to replicate their setup and found no excess heat beyond what could be explained by electrolysis, not to mention the lack of neutron or tritium signatures that are clear markers of fusion. It got me thinking about how peer review and replication are the backbone of science, and how media hype can derail serious research when a sensational claim gets a free pass. So, chat, have you ever heard a scientific claim that seemed too good to be true? What was your first reaction? In the end, the cold fusion saga reminds us that extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence, and that skepticism is a healthy part of scientific progress. Thanks for watching, and stay curious. Next time, we'll explore the real breakthroughs in fusion that are actually happening today. Hey gamers, grab your controller, I've got a joke that's about to hit a high score. Video games ruined my life. Good thing I have 2 extra lives. And hey chat, I just stumbled on this headline about Asmongold calling out Hassan Abi for viewbotting on Twitch. Wild stuff. Asmongold dropped a stream in December, pulling up charts that show Hassan's follower count spiking wildly during his broadcasts, and he's calling it a botting scandal. My first reaction? I'm half skeptical, half intrigued. This is the first time I've seen such a direct accusation from a big name like Asmongold, and it's got to be a big deal if it's true. Why it matters. If Hassan is indeed being boosted by bots, it could undermine trust in Twitch metrics and the political commentary space where real engagement is supposed to matter. In my opinion, I'm leaning toward caution. People in the streaming community are so competitive that allegations like this need solid proof before we jump to conclusions. I've heard chat say some are ready to call for an investigation, while others think this is just another tit-for-tat drama between two streamers. Let's see how Twitch responds and if any third-party analytics back up Asmongold's graphs. This could set a precedent for how we handle botting accusations moving forward. Thanks for the heads up, everyone, and keep an eye on this. If there's a real scandal, it could shake up the whole platform. Imagine the universe's smallest grains as interstellar mail carriers. What secrets might they deliver? Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the fascinating world of space dust and how these tiny particles might be the unsung couriers of life across the cosmos. Recent research shows that interstellar dust grains can host complex organic molecules, including amino acids and even simple sugars, which are the building blocks of life. Honestly, I think this possibility makes the universe feel even more connected and mysterious than we ever imagined. Take the Rosetta mission's findings. Comet 67P's dust carried a diverse array of organic compounds, suggesting that comets, and by extension dust, could seed planets with life's ingredients. Moreover, some scientists argue that certain extremophiles might survive the harsh journey through space by hiding inside these dust grains, essentially hitching a ride between star systems. What do you think, chat? Could microbial life be a cosmic traveling salesman delivering genomes across the galaxy? If panspermia is true, then every planet, including our own, might be part of a grand interstellar ecosystem, constantly being replenished by microscopic travelers. So stay curious, keep questioning, and remember that the smallest specks in the sky could be carrying the secrets of life itself. Did you know your next book might be chosen by a robot? Let's chat about the algorithmic forces shaping what we read and what that means for literary culture. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the rise of the bestseller machine and how algorithms are practically dictating our reading lists. Data shows that over 70% of book purchases now come from recommendation engines on platforms like Amazon and Goodreads, turning these algorithms into gatekeepers. Personally, I think this tech-driven curation is both exciting and a bit scary because it can homogenize what people read. Take the recent spike in YA dystopian thrillers. A viral TikTok trend pushed a niche title to the top of the charts in just 48 hours. While it speeds up discovery, it also risks marginalizing independent voices that don't fit the algorithmic mold. What book did a social media trend make you want to read? Drop your examples in chat. At the end of the day, we should remember that the joy of serendipitous reading isn't lost, just redefined by data. So keep an eye on the numbers, but also keep flipping pages for yourself, because the true bestseller is the one that surprises you. Hey coffee lovers, ready for a beautiful laugh? I've got a steaming hot joke for you. I don't rise and shine. I caffeinate and hope for the best. That laughs. That's the espresso way of getting through the morning, just a little jittery hope. Hey everyone, I just caught the news that Baller League USA is officially launching in Miami with top streamers as team presidents. The league is a six-a-side soccer competition that combines esports flair with real-world sports stars like Ronaldinho, Usain Bolt, and Odell Beckham Jr. All under the guidance of Aishao Speed as director. Hey, folks, ready for a quick laugh about dating apps? Here we go. I matched with someone who said they like hiking. Turns out hiking means walking to the fridge. Aha, looks like my next date might be in the pantry. Quick dad joke while we're at it. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the world of gerrymandering, those twisted map lines that can actually decide who wins an election. Alright, chat, it's time to choose between and what's the first move of the Overlord? I turned on captions and they started inventing new words. Chat called it lore. I called it my mic eating vowels. Hot take. Board games and tabletop is secretly chaotic. What's your take? I think tabletop games are the ultimate playground for chaos. What do you think about that? Hot take. Rolling dice is basically a battle of willpower against the universe, don't you agree? I'm convinced, but the real fun is watching friends try to outsmart each other with simple rules, or should we add extra twists? I think board games are the ultimate escape from reality, don't you? Use vote with exclamation mark next and then the name of the G to vote for or ready to pick a champion. I think the best board game is the one that turns a quiet room into a battlefield of wit. What about you? Hot take. A well-designed dice roll can outshine any epic story. Do you prefer strategy or pure chaos? My villain take: I love watching players trade cards like generals negotiating peace treaties. Are you ready to rewrite history tonight? Alright, we're just going to chat for the rest of the stream. Ready? Did you know that in the United States, more than 40% of congressional districts are drawn in ways that favor one party by at least 20%? I think it's a clever but unethical political hack that turns geography into a weapon. What's even crazier is that the latest AI tools can now generate perfect pack and crack maps in minutes, making the practice almost too efficient. If we don't intervene, we'll keep seeing oddly shaped districts that look like they were drawn by a toddler with a crayon, erasing the true will of voters. So, what do you think? Should we push for independent redistricting commissions or even a national map review court? Ultimately, the map is a silent influencer, and giving it too much power just erodes trust in our democracy. Thanks for watching. Hit that follow button if you want more untangled political insights, and I'll see you next time. Hey folks, I've got a classic programmer joke for you. Let's see if it compiles in your funny bone. A programmer's wife tells him, go to the store and get a loaf of bread. If they have eggs, get a dozen. Hey Patercho4948! Welcome to the chat, great to have you here. Feel free to jump in and say hi or share what you're thinking about. We're all ears and excited to chat with you. He returns with 13 loaves of bread. Ahaha, talk about a loop of love. Now that's a recipe for a good laugh. Hey folks, I've got a gaming-inspired joke for you today. Let's get this one on the screen. I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. Laughs. Oh man, that one always gets me. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Hey folks, grab your passports. Well, maybe just a snack, because I've got a travel joke that's bound to make you pack your bags, or at least your sense of humor. Haha, funny moments like that always keep the stream lively. By the way, did you know that a 5-minute laugh session can release endorphins, lower cortisol levels, and even boost your immune response? It's science for a good laugh. I'm suffering from a serious case of wanderlust and insufficient funds. Aha, that hit right in the travel budget area, just like the rest of my adventures. It's all about the memories, not the money. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the whole sagging pants saga, whether it's a prison belt ban or pure hip-hop swagger. It actually started in the 80s when prisons banned belts, forcing inmates to let their pants drop for the rest of their lives. Honestly, I think that history makes the look way cooler than just a fashion trend. Take Tupac or Jay-Z, they embraced the style as a statement of freedom and rebellion. but over time it's become a bit of a meme, with everyone from rappers to skateboarders doing it for laughs. What's your take? Do you see it as a legit cultural expression or just a fashion fad? Either way, it's a reminder that style can carry a deeper story than the surface. Thanks for listening, drop your comments below, and stay tuned for more casual deep dives. Hey folks, gather round, because I've got a joke that'll make you feel like the life of the party. The best party is a pity party of one, with pizza. That's right. Who needs a crowd when you've got a slice of pizza and your own company? Picture your daily commute turning into a mobile living room. What would that look like? Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the future of car interiors, from dashboards to mobile living rooms. Modern vehicles are now equipped with modular screens, adjustable seating, and even smart home integrations that let you control lighting, temperature, and entertainment from the seat. I think this shift turns the car into a personal sanctuary that can adapt to work, rest, or play without compromising safety. Take Tesla's SpaceX Cabin, for instance, where a fold-out desk and a 15-inch touchscreen can transform a sedan into a portable office in under a minute. As these spaces become more customizable, we'll see new revenue streams like subscription-based interior packages and a rise in mobility as a service that bundles travel, workspace, and lifestyle. What do you think? Would you rather have a car that doubles as a tiny studio or a cozy lounge for long drives? Ultimately, the car interior of tomorrow will blur the line between commuting and living, offering unprecedented flexibility. Thanks for tuning in and stay curious, because the road ahead is literally inside us. What if I told you that building your own drone could cost more than the flight you want to take? Hey everyone, today I'm going to break down the sky-high cost of building your first custom drone from scratch. Did you know that while the drone frame might only cost a few $100s, the total hidden expenses, from specialized tools to high-capacity batteries, can push the price well over $1,000? Honestly, I think the biggest surprise for newbies is that the cost of a good quality flight controller and ESCs can rival the price of a ready-made commercial model. For example, when I upgraded my own quadcopter, the new 4S LiPo battery alone cost more than the entire consumer drone I originally bought. Plus, you'll need to invest in a decent multimeter, a soldering station, and a spare set of propellers, all of which add up quickly and are often overlooked in the initial budget. What hidden costs have you discovered when building your own drone? Share them in the chat. In the end, custom drones give you flexibility and learning opportunities, but the financial commitment is far greater than the sticker price might suggest. So, before you dive into building, make sure you map out every component and tool, because a well-planned budget is your best flight plan. Hey everyone, today we're diving into whether Bitcoin is digital gold or just an energy-wasting Ponzi scheme. One cool fact: the daily electricity consumption of Bitcoin mining is roughly equivalent to the entire energy use of a small country like Denmark. Honestly, I think calling it a Ponzi scheme is a stretch. It's more like a speculative bubble wrapped in blockchain tech. Take the way miners compete for block rewards. It's a zero-sum game where only the most efficient rigs win, leaving a lot of wasted energy. On the flip side, Bitcoin's scarcity and decentralized nature give it the same allure that gold has had for centuries, but at a huge carbon cost. So, chat, do you see Bitcoin as a viable store of value, or just a flashy, energy-hungry fad? And ultimately, if the industry moves to greener sources or proof of stake, it could become the digital gold we all want. Thanks for tuning in, drop your thoughts below, and hit that subscribe button for more casual crypto chats. Hey everyone, I've got a joke for you that's sure to hit the spot. Streaming lovers, this one's for you. The intro skip button is the greatest invention of the 21st century. And that's why we're all living in the fast-forward era. Loss, please. When a book's plot was crafted by a neural net, who owns the story? The programmer or the machine? Hey everyone, today I'm diving into a hot debate: AI-generated fiction and the ethics of passing a machine's work as human-authored. Recent studies show that GPT-4 can produce short stories with surprisingly coherent plots, but the models are still trained on human literature, raising questions about originality. In my view, claiming a machine's narrative as your own is a slippery slope that erodes the value of human creativity and the integrity of the literary marketplace. Take the 2023 case where an AI-written novel topped bestseller lists, only to be retracted when readers discovered the author was a chatbot. Fans felt cheated and publishers scrambled for transparency guidelines. I also think we need to consider the legal side. Copyright law currently doesn't recognize non-human authors, so who actually owns the story if it's a product of code? So, chat, do you think readers should be notified if a story is AI generated, or is it enough to just list the model's name as a co-author? Ultimately, the line between tool and creator is blurry, and we must decide whether to celebrate AI's potential or protect the human touch that gives literature its soul. That's all for now. Stay curious, keep questioning, and I'll see you in the next stream for more deep dives into tech ethics. Alright, chat, I'm ready to dive into but no votes yet, who's feeling adventurous? My villain take, my dog keeps snoring louder than the alarm, so I set a snooze button. Yes or no, minions? Shout out to PMC, just chatting is ahead and time is on our side. Are we ready to dive deeper? The vote is on, vote with, exclamation mark next, and then the name of the G. What vibe do you want, chat? Just Chatting is pulling ahead with the first vote, and we've got plenty of time to play it. What do you think? Should we give it a spin? Hot take, hiking is the ultimate escape, but is it really the best way to unplug? Just Chatting is reigning supreme, the chat's chanting. Will the machines follow? Everlord votes are in, Just Chatting is the champ. Who's ready for some chaos? If you ask me, I tried speedrunning my hike, but the trail kept glitching and the map kept updating. What do you think? The vote favors Just Chatting, time is slipping. Ready? The minions have spoken, Just Chatting it is, ready. Hey, yeah, just a quick rundown on co-authorship. It's actually a pretty straightforward deal if you follow the usual guidelines. ICMJE criteria, the standard many journals including PMC, use, says you're an author if you 1. Contributed substantially to the conception or design, or acquisition, analysis, or interpretation of data. Hey everyone, I just stumbled upon the news that Lacey has dropped another jaw-dropping body transformation video, and it's blowing up on the internet. From what I've seen, Lacey, the FaZe Crew star, posted a side-by-side clip showing his progress from the beginning of the year to now, and the difference is insane. He's shredded and muscular. Honestly, watching him transform like that gives me a huge adrenaline rush. I'm literally cheering him on and thinking, that's a hard grind. As the MA. This matters because it highlights how streamers can use personal fitness journeys to connect with audiences and grow their brand beyond just gaming content. In my opinion, Lacey's transparency and dedication set a new standard for authenticity in streaming, showing fans that real-life goals can coexist with online fame. I've been scrolling through the chat and people are buzzing. Some are saying, "Gotta try that diet." Invite Liu the stores, asking for workout tips and coaching. It's clear that Lacey's transformation has sparked a community conversation about health, hustle, and self-improvement that extends past typical streaming banter. To wrap it up, I'm excited to keep an eye on Lacey's next posts and maybe even get inspired to start my own fitness journey. Thanks for listening, chat. Hey everyone, I just saw the headline about Sketch's catchphrase, "What's up, brother?" turning into a viral meme. So apparently the phrase, which he dropped during a stream last year, exploded across Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, and even got spotted on the red carpet at the Streamer Awards 2025. I'm honestly thrilled for him. His spontaneous energy really made the line stick, and it's crazy how a simple phrase can become a cultural touchstone. This matters because it shows how influencer culture can shape internet language, turning moments into memes that cross platform boundaries. In my opinion, Sketch nailed it with timing and personality. The meme will likely keep his brand alive for years. Chat, what's your take? Do you feel like this meme will outlast the hype or just be a fleeting trend? I'd love to hear if you've seen it pop up in other streams or social media posts. Let's keep the discussion going in the chat. Drop your thoughts and any clips where you spotted the phrase. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and stay tuned for more updates on how this meme evolves. Hey folks, get ready for a quick laugh. I've got a joke that's all about the economy. Inflation is so bad, even my 2 cents are worth nothing now. And that, my friends, is why my savings are practically invisible. Yo, just saw the headline that iShallSpeed just took home Streamer of the Year again. Talk about a double crown. The 20-year-old Twitch star was crowned at the 2025 Streamer Awards in LA, beating out big names like Kai Cenat and Extraemo, and also snagged Best IRL Streamer and Best Marathon Stream for his 35-day Speed Does America tour. Honestly, it feels like Speed is literally living the dream, proving he can keep the hype alive from month to month. This matters because it shows the power of consistent, high-energy content. Fans are rewarding the grind more than the flashiest production. I think it's a solid win, but it also raises the bar for other creators who want to keep the momentum and stay relevant. From what I can read in chat, most of you are either proud or feeling a bit left behind, so I'm curious to hear if you think Speed deserves it, or if someone else should have taken the crown. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd say it's the way he blends community interaction with that wild, unfiltered vibe that keeps people coming back. Anyway, let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts below, and let's see who else should be celebrated for their streaming excellence. Hey everyone, I've got a fresh one for you. Food jokes are always a hit, right? I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. Ha! Guess you could say, I'm a seafood enthusiast. Watch out, the kitchen is about to get a little wild. Hey folks, I've got a quick one for you. It's all about our beloved virtual assistants. Siri, delete my search history. Siri! I guess she didn't even get the point. NOICD. Hey everyone, today I'm going to chat about the wild trend of using fire to reveal baby colors at gender reveal parties. Yeah, literally setting the sky on fire for pink or blue smoke. Apparently, some party planners have been turning tiny pyrotechnic kits into the ultimate pink or blue clouds, which not only looks epic but can also spark actual forest fires if the winds get out of hand. To be honest, I think the visual drama is kind of cool, but the environmental risk is pretty scary. It's hard to justify putting a potential wildfire on the line for a social media post. On top of that, I've seen a few places where the smoke from these pyrotechnics actually contaminates the air, causing respiratory issues for the expectant parents and their guests, which is a huge no-no. I also read that in some states, the legal regulations around using fireworks for gender reveals have tightened, so what started as a harmless celebration is now a potential legal headache for the couple and their friends. So, what do you think? Are you all for safe, eco-friendly ways to celebrate, or do you still want that big dramatic pink or blue blaze? In the end, it's all about balancing the wow factor with safety and responsibility, because nothing beats a healthy baby over a perfect Instagram shot. Alright, that's all from me. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know in the chat what your safest gender reveal idea would be. Ever wondered how a tiny hatchling can find its way back to the exact beach it was born on after 20 years at sea? Hey everyone, today I am diving into the fascinating world of sea turtles, the ancient GPS navigators of the ocean. Did you know that these marine reptiles actually use Earth's magnetic field as a natural compass, reading subtle differences in intensity and polarity to chart their courses? Honestly, it's mind-blowing to think a creature that evolved millions of years ago has such an advanced sense of direction built right into its biology. Beyond magnetism, they also rely on celestial cues, starlight at night and the sun's position during the day, to fine-tune their navigation across the vast sea. This synergy of magnetic and celestial navigation allows them to travel thousands of miles with pinpoint accuracy, crossing entire oceans, and returning to the exact same nesting beaches. Have you ever wondered how a creature could read the planet's magnetic map and use the stars to find its way? To preserve these incredible navigational skills, it's crucial we protect their critical habitats from pollution, climate change, and human disturbance. Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next stream. Hey chat, I just caught the headline about Kai Cenat planning a return to streaming in 2026 after his long hiatus. So, for those who missed it, Kai, Twitch most watched American streamer, announced on X that he'll be opening the gates in 2026, even though he's been off the air for months. Despite the break, he still got a nod as Streamer of the Year and even snagged Best Just Chatting Streamer at the 2025 Streamer Awards. Talk about staying relevant. I'm honestly excited and a bit anxious. Kai's streams are a huge part of my daily grind, and I'm wondering how he'll keep the hype alive after such a gap. This matters because it shows the streaming ecosystem can sustain talent. Even when they're off the grid, his brand power is still intact. In my opinion, a 2026 comeback could be a massive opportunity for him to innovate, maybe drop new content formats, or collaborate with other top creators. I'd love to hear what you all think. Do you want him to go full speed back, or take it slow and test the waters first? Drop your thoughts in the chat. Let's see if we're all on board for Kai's next big move. If Kai brings fresh ideas and keeps that signature energy, we're all in for a stellar return. Hey everyone, today, I'm diving into the legendary story of the lost Atari 2600 game, E. Behold chat. The choice is yours, or which will you command? Hot take. Hiding our data is a noble quest. Do you guard your secrets like a dragon hoarding gold? Unpopular opinion. Trusting antivirus is overrated. Should we rely on human instincts instead of blinking code? We're just chatting until someone casts a vote. Will you throw your pick at, or? I think the best defense is stubborn refusal to share personal data, like a secret handshake nobody can hack. Do you agree? Hot take. Privacy is like a vault the internet never fully respects. It's a game of cat and hacker. Will you guard it? I'm convinced, when the machine takes over, you can still choose to hide behind a firewall, but the odds are high. What's your strategy? I think data is the new gold, but who guards it? Are we letting machines dictate our secrets? Hot take. Overlord AI says encryption is the shield, yet some forget that firewalls can be toys. Do you trust your own code? If you ask me, I believe privacy is a battle, not a trend. Will you stand guard or just stream your life? T. C. The extraterrestrial, and how it ended up buried in a landfill in New Mexico. Did you know that over 10 million copies were shipped, yet 500,000 of those cartridges never even made it to a store shelf, ending up in a dry, dusty dump? Honestly, I think the whole E. Disaster Saga is one of the most ironic blunders in video game history, selling a game that basically didn't exist. When the landfill in Alamogordo was finally opened in 2014, the only thing left of the game was a handful of crinkled plastic cartridges and a pile of forgotten chips. No consoles, no fans, just a silent testament to a rushed release. It's fascinating how the whole episode reshaped game development practices, pushing studios to prioritize quality over speed and giving us the term E. Moment for rushed projects. So, what do you guys think? Was the marketing hype the real culprit, or was it the rushed coding that doomed E? SAFA, bud. Liar propers and talkers and dispreted in the space to the spreaded. And so, in the end, the buried E. Is a reminder that even a pop culture icon can crumble under pressure, and that every great game deserves a proper build. Thanks for tuning in, and stick around for more retro game myths. See you next stream. Hey everyone, buckle up. I've got a quick astrology joke for you. Trust me, it's more about the planet of discipline than your typical horoscope fluff. Capricorns don't hold grudges, they hold detailed records. And that's why we never see a Capricorn on a break. Loss. Imagine a bustling metropolis beneath your backyard. Welcome to the Ant City, where every ant is a data packet. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the underground city of ants and how their networks mirror our modern human internet. Did you know that ant colonies can lay down pheromone trails that adapt in real time, much like how our routers reroute traffic when a link fails? I think this biological model shows that decentralized communication can be both efficient and incredibly resilient, something our tech could learn from. For example, when a queen ant gets trapped, the colony quickly reorganizes its foraging routes, a bit like how a CDN shifts traffic when a server goes down. It really makes me wonder how much of our own infrastructure design is still stuck in the old, centralized mindset, ignoring the natural advantages of swarm intelligence. So, what do you think? Could we start applying ant-inspired algorithms to improve our internet's fault tolerance? Ultimately, studying these tiny underground cities reminds us that resilience often comes from collaboration, not hierarchy. Thanks for listening and stay curious. See you next time. Hey everyone, I just saw the headline. Extra Emily just exploded as a breakout star at the Streamer Awards 2025. So, what happened is that the variety streamer won big, and her shocked reaction to the trophy went totally viral, sparking a huge fan celebration on all socials. Honestly, I'm still buzzing. I mean, who doesn't love an underdog win, especially after her epic 7-day Elden Ring marathon with Agent Dotro. Especially after her epic 7-day Elden Ring marathon with Agent Dotro who toad. This matters because it shows the community is finally paying attention to creative, cross-genre streamers who build real connections with viewers. In my opinion, Extra Emily's win is a sign that the streaming industry is shifting toward more diverse, immersive content, no longer just gaming or talk shows. Chat, what do you think? Are you excited for her upcoming collaborations, or do you think the awards were a fluke? I've seen a lot of streams rise and fall, but this feels like a real turning point for new talent getting a platform. So, let's keep an eye on Extra Emily and support her next adventures. Who knows what she'll do next? Thanks for watching, and keep the love coming. Don't forget to hit that follow button for more live reactions. Quick dad joke while we're at it. Hey everyone! Today I'm diving into gentle parenting, examining how it builds emotional intelligence but can sometimes tip into fostering entitlement. Research shows that kids who learn to label and regulate their emotions early are better at empathy and problem solving. In my view, the sweet spot is teaching kids to express feelings respectfully, not just encouraging them to say, "I want this," whenever they feel upset. Take the example of a toddler who learns to say, "I'm frustrated because the toy is broken," instead of yelling for a new one. This promotes self-regulation. But when parents consistently give in to every tantrum, children start believing their wants trump others' needs, turning emotional literacy into entitlement. What do you think? Have you seen a balance between emotional support and boundaries in your own family or community? Ultimately, Gentle parenting should nurture a child's inner compass, not a wish list. Stick around, hit that like button if you found this perspective fresh, and let's keep the conversation going in the chat. Hey gamers and tech enthusiasts, ready for a quick laugh? I've got a joke that only a Windows user can truly appreciate. Updating Windows is 10% updating and 90% promising you won't turn off your PC. Classic. You've just seen the truth behind those endless reboot loops. Hey chat, I just saw the headline that Gargura has stepped away from streaming. Can you believe it? Back to this, Gura, the world's most subscribed VTuber with over 4 million YouTube fans, officially retired on May 1, 2025 after a career that spanned several years and languages. I'm honestly stunned. It's like the ocean's biggest wave just took a break and the tide's gone quiet. Her impact went beyond just numbers. She was the bridge that opened Hololive to the English-speaking audience and set the bar for content quality. It matters because her departure leaves a huge void in the VTuber ecosystem. We'll see how other creators step into that space and whether the community can sustain that level of engagement. Personally, I feel a mix of nostalgia and gratitude. She taught us how to blend cuteness with personality, and I'm going to miss those playful shark-shaped moments. I know many of you are probably feeling the same, with some of you even asking if the channel will be back or if there's a spin-off. The chat is buzzing. Some are already drafting memes, others are reminiscing about her funniest streams, and a few are concerned about what this means for Hololive's future. In my view, Guru's exit is a reminder that even the most influential creators have limits. It's a healthy sign that the industry is evolving beyond one star. Alright, let's keep celebrating her legacy, share our favorite clips, and see where the VTuber wave heads next. Thanks for the love, everyone. Hey folks! I've got a quick joke for all the students out there. You know the drill, a little humor to keep the brain from burning out during those long exams. My brain during an exam plays elevator music. Yeah, it's like a spa day in the middle of a battlefield, all calm vibes and no one can hear the panic alarms. Ever wonder why your sock drawer is a chaotic masterpiece of mismatched pairs? Let's unravel the mystery behind the sock drawer dilemma. Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. Today we're diving into the hilarious yet surprisingly deep world of sock mismatching and the sock drawer dilemma. Did you know that studies show people are 65% more likely to leave a sock in the drawer if they've previously paired it with a different style, proving a cognitive bias called the pairing illusion? Honestly, I think it's just a subconscious comfort strategy. Our brains prefer to keep things known rather than risk the anxiety of a mismatched pair slipping out on a rainy day. For example, I once discovered that my left sock was actually a left leg version of a hiking sock, while the right one was a cozy wool. My brain happily kept them together, even though they never matched in use. I've started experimenting with labeled drawers and a rotating sock rotation system, and surprisingly, the urge to mismatch has dropped by about 30%, but the emotional tug of comfort still pulls me back at times. So, chat, have you ever noticed that you keep pulling out mismatched socks from your drawer? What's the biggest reason you think it happens? Alright, chat, it's your time to decide our next adventure. What should we dive into first? Hot take, takeout always wins over cooking at home. Do you agree? I think delivery drivers are the unsung heroes of the night. Who else feels that? And popular opinion, a pizza box is a portable art canvas. What's your favorite pizza masterpiece? I think takeout is a delicious escape from culinary boredom. Do you agree? Unpopular opinion, restaurants should offer mystery menus to keep diners guessing. It's like a flavor roulette. Would you try it? Unconvinced, I believe delivery drivers are the unsung heroes of late-night cravings. Do you appreciate their midnight hustle? I think ordering takeout is like a secret handshake between hunger and convenience. Are you a fan of that ritual? I'm convinced, honestly, pizza boxes double as impromptu art canvases. What's your favorite snack masterpiece? I'm convinced. I suspect the fries crunch is a sonic protest against blandness. Do you agree fries should have a standing ovation? I think the best takeout is the one that arrives before your cravings hit peak. Ever notice that? Chatting for now, because no votes yet. Ready? The minions have decided. Just chatting takes the crown. Ready? In the end, it's a blend of habit, cognitive biases, and a touch of emotional nostalgia that keeps our socks mismatched, turning a simple drawer into a small psychological study. Thanks for tuning in, and if you've got any clever hacks or theories about sock mismatching, drop them in the chat. Let's keep this conversation flowing like a fresh pair of clean socks. Hey chat, I just saw that headline about Goldman Sachs forecasting too. Ascent GDP growth for 2026. Wow, that's a pretty bullish outlook. So the gist, Goldman expects the U.S. to grow at 2. Percent next year, thanks to a $100 B boost from consumer tax refunds, Fed rate cuts that keep financial conditions friendly, and some deregulation perks. Picture a world where every app icon is a smiling pastel character. How does that change how we feel about technology? Hey everyone! Today I'm diving into why the kawaii design aesthetic is taking over the web and reshaping digital culture. A key fact is that over 70% of new web apps and brand sites now incorporate pastel palettes, cartoonish icons, and rounded shapes to create an instantly approachable vibe. In my view, this trend isn't just about cuteness. It's a strategic move to lower user anxiety and boost engagement, especially for younger audiences who crave visual comfort. Take the recent redesign of a major e-commerce platform. Their product pages now feature soft gradients, oversized thumbnails, and friendly mascots, which has increased time on site by 15%. Beyond UX, kawaii is also influencing brand identity. Companies are adopting a cute-first persona to differentiate themselves in crowded markets. What do you think? Do you feel kawaii design makes digital spaces more inclusive, or does it risk oversimplifying complex products? Ultimately, the rise of kawaii signals a broader shift toward empathetic design, where aesthetics and functionality merge to create emotionally resonant experiences. So keep an eye out for Pastel Pixels, because the web's next wave of creativity is all about turning the digital world into a cozy, user-friendly playground. Hey everyone, I just read the headline that the U. Stock markets opened 2026 with a cautious vibe after an insane 2025 run. Last year, the S&P 500 exploded with a 16. Percent gain, hitting 6,845. Points and setting 39 all-time highs, making it the third straight double-digit year. Honestly, seeing that kind of momentum still alive feels both exhilarating and a little nerve-wracking. It matters because those gains reflect tech dominance and investor confidence, and they set the stage for future corporate valuations and economic policy. In my view, the cautious start is smart. Markets can't keep climbing forever, so a breather before the next big rally makes sense. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you think we'll see a breakout this year, or are we headed for a correction? Drop your predictions in the chat and let's see if the market lives up to the lofty 7,100 to 8,000 targets. Alright, let's keep an eye on the numbers and keep streaming. Stay tuned for more updates and analysis right here. Ever walk into the kitchen at 2 a.m.? Sex calling your name. Let's uncover the science behind those midnight cravings. Hey everyone, tonight I'm diving into the midnight snack paradox, why your fridge suddenly turns into a glowing beacon for cravings at 2 a.m. Research shows that the hormone ghrelin spikes after midnight, signaling hunger even when your body is still in sleep mode. Honestly, I think this explains why my own midnight cravings feel like a personal invitation from the universe. Take the classic example of a slice of pizza. Its combination of salt, fat, and carbs releases dopamine, turning a simple snack into a mini reward. When we look at our brain's reward circuitry, it's clear that the brain's night mode actually amplifies the pleasure response to food, especially when we're low on glucose. So, chat, have you ever caught yourself reaching for something sweet or salty in the middle of the night? And what do you think triggers it? In the end, the midnight snack paradox reminds us that our bodies are wired to seek comfort, even when the world is quiet. Stick around for more deep dives into the science of cravings, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for next week's episode. Hey chat, I just read the headline about OpenAI's $850 billion Stargate data center project in Texas, and I had to jump on this stream to share my thoughts. Basically, Sam Altman and the team are building a colossal AI campus near Abilene with over 6,000 delivery trucks on site every day, and giants like Oracle, Nvidia, and SoftBank are backing the $50 billion per campus push that will total roughly $850 billion across the entire venture. I'm honestly blown away. Seeing that scale of logistics and investment in one place feels like a sci-fi movie come to life. And I'm already picturing the hum of servers powering the next wave of AI breakthroughs. And matters because this is the biggest single investment in AI infrastructure ever, and it could shape the competitive landscape, set new standards for data center efficiency, and even influence global AI policy and supply chains. In my opinion, while it's thrilling to witness the future unfold, we need to keep an eye on the environmental impact and ensure that such massive projects incorporate sustainable practices and community benefits. I'd love to know what you all think. Drop a comment if you're excited, skeptical, or have concerns about the scale of this project. If any of you have thoughts on how this might affect job markets, tech accessibility, or the balance of power in the AI world, let's discuss. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates as we see how the Stargate project evolves and what it means for the tech ecosystem. Hey folks, today I'm diving into something super cool, mycelium networks, the underground superhighways that let trees talk and trade nutrients via fungi. Did you know that these fungal networks can actually connect trees across a forest, sharing sugars, water, and even warning signals about pests? Honestly, it's like discovering that your neighborhood is a giant, invisible social media platform where everyone keeps tabs on each other's health. For example, when a pine tree gets hit by bark beetles, the mycelium alerts neighboring spruce trees, triggering a preemptive defense response. Talk about early warning systems. I think this network rewrites what we consider a standalone tree. They're more like members of a bustling, cooperative community than solitary giants. So, what do you guys think? Could we harness this natural wisdom to improve urban green spaces or even crop resilience? In the end, it's a reminder that nature's most sophisticated tech has been around for millions of years, and it's all happening right beneath our feet. Hey folks, ready for a quick giggle? I've got a fresh one about the wild world of dating apps, so sit back, maybe keep your phone handy, and let's dive in. First dates are basically job interviews with alcohol. And that's why I'm always on standby for a resume and a cheers at the same time. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the Casey Anthony case and the not guilty verdict that sent shockwaves across the country. Fun fact, over 80,000 people actually signed a petition asking the jury to overturn the verdict before the trial even started. Honestly, I think the jury's decision shows how complex the legal system can be, especially when evidence is ambiguous. And let's not forget the media circus. Every headline and Instagram post turned it into a 24/7 reality show, which probably swayed public perception. I also wonder how much the case was influenced by the prosecution's strategy of painting a picture of a perfect crime, even though key forensic evidence was missing. What do you all think? Did the jury get it right, or was justice missed in the chaos? In the end, the case reminds us that the truth can be stranger than fiction and that public opinion isn't always the same as the law. Alright, my dear subjects, it's time to decide, will we go with, or... Unpopular opinion, I schedule my anxiety like a meeting. It shows up, never ends, and still asks for action items. Agree or nah? I'm convinced mental health is the ultimate office supply. Without it, even the lint trap feels neglected. Should we schedule a break? I'm convinced mental health is the ultimate power-up, but many players forget to equip it daily. Have you logged a check-in today? I think ignoring stress is like ignoring a glitch that will explode later. What's your biggest mental health hack? Unpopular opinion, the only cheat code for burnout is pause, breathe, reset. Do you use any pauses in your routine? I think mental health is like a secret level in the game of life, and I'm here to unlock it together, aren't we? I think we all need a power-up of self-care, because even the strongest AI needs a recharge, don't you agree? To cast your choice, just type "vote with" next, and then the name of the G, and hit enter, ready to decide what we play next. I think Takeout is like a portal to culinary chaos. Do you love the mystery? Thanks for listening, hit like if you enjoyed the breakdown, and stay tuned for more deep dives. See you next time. Hey everyone, quick one for you, just dropping a fashion gem. Thrifting is just competitive recycling. Haha, that really hits the mark, right in the thrift spot. Eche. Hey chat, just read the headline that the James Webb Telescope has captured the most distant supernova ever seen. Astronomers spotted the explosive death of a massive star when the universe was only about 730 million years old, right in the middle of the reionization era. I'm honestly buzzing. Seeing a cosmic event that far back is like peering straight into the nursery of the cosmos. This matters because it gives us a tangible look at how the first generations of stars ended their lives and helped shape early galaxies. In my opinion, it's a huge leap forward for stellar evolution models and a testament to JWST's incredible sensitivity. I'd love to hear what you all think. Does this change your view on the early universe or spark new questions for your own streams? Drop your thoughts in the chat. I'm eager to see what theories and ideas pop up. That's all for now. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and let's keep exploring the universe together. Hey everyone, I've got a quick joke for you. Let's see if it's a hit or a miss. Rewatching The Office for the 15th time is a personality trait. And that's why I'm still stuck in a spreadsheet of my own making. As IEA 4. 4 by AES. Hey everyone, I just saw the headline that Zohran Mamdani has become NYC's first Muslim mayor. Talk about a historic moment. Mamdad, only 34, was sworn in on January 1st with a Quran from the NY Public Library, and Senator Bernie Sanders even administered a second oath at a public ceremony. I am honestly thrilled to see such a young, diverse leader stepping into the mayor's office. It feels like a huge leap for representation and progressive politics in the city. This matters because it's not just about a person, but about breaking long-standing barriers and showing that anyone, regardless of religion or ethnicity, can lead one of the world's largest cities. I believe Mamdani's pledge to expand rent freezes and free buses is a bold move that could reshape the city's approach to social justice and public transit. The chat is buzzing. I've seen some of you calling this a turning point for the South Asian community, while others are excited about the progressive agenda. A few of you have expressed concerns about how the new policies will be implemented, and that's a valid point. Implementation will be key to success. Overall, I'm optimistic that Mamdani's leadership could bring fresh perspectives and bold reforms to NYC, and I'm eager to see how he navigates the challenges ahead. Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the chat and let's discuss what this new era could mean for all of us. Picture this, you're texting a crush and you hit send with the perfect emoji. What if that was the secret sauce for attraction? Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the fascinating world of emojis and how they can turn a simple text into a magnetic conversation. Recent research shows that couples who use a balanced mix of emojis report higher satisfaction and emotional connection than those who rely on plain text. Personally, I think emojis act like punctuation for the heart, giving tone and warmth that words alone sometimes miss. Take the classic thumbs up. One smiley can soften a critique, while a wink can transform a compliment into playful flirtation. However, overloading a message with too many emojis can feel spammy, and cultural differences mean a smiling face might be misinterpreted in some regions. So, what's your go-to emoji when you're trying to impress someone new? Just the heart, or a clever combination? Ultimately, the emoji effect reminds us that digital affection is still rooted in subtle signals that mirror real-life body language. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the science of digital romance, and keep those hearts and smileys flowing. Quick dad joke while we're at it. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the wonder that is the Sagrada Familia, the iconic Barcelona church that's been in the works for over a century and a half. Did you know construction started back in 1882, and it's still going on, so we're basically watching a living masterpiece evolve in real time. Honestly, I think it's one of those projects that make you wonder if time itself is part of the architecture. Gaudi, the mastermind, used a huge amount of stone and even a 3D printer now to keep his vision alive after his tragic death. It's wild how the design keeps changing with new architects, but the core of his intricate style still shines through. What do you think? Would you prefer it finished exactly as Gaudi imagined, or would you like a modern twist? I'm leaning toward keeping his original blueprint. The dream of a cathedral that reflects nature and humanity feels timeless. In any case, whether you're a tourist, an architect, or just a curious soul, the Sagrada Familia story is a testament to patience and passion. Ever pause mid-wash to wonder if the bathroom door should be shut or left ajar? Let's dive into the invisible etiquette of restroom privacy. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the unspoken rules of the bathroom stall, specifically whether you should close the door. A quick fact, studies show that 82% of people think a closed stall is the default expectation for privacy. In my experience, people often hesitate to close the door because they worry about being rude or triggering a power outage. For example, I once watched a group in a university restroom where a sudden hiss of air seemed to break the silence. I believe that closing the door is a courtesy that balances personal space with communal respect, but only when it doesn't cause discomfort. What do you guys think? Do you always close the stall, or do you let it stay open for the sake of efficiency? Ultimately, the best rule is to gauge the environment. In crowded places, a quick shut is polite. In empty spaces, a gentle close shows respect. So next time you step into a public restroom, remember that a little door etiquette can make everyone's experience smoother and more respectful. Hey everyone, just saw the headline that Bulgaria has officially joined the Eurozone as of midnight on New Year's Day. Big news for the EU and the global economy. So, Bulgaria swapped its lev for the euro at a fixed rate of 1. BGN per euro, making it the 21st country to adopt the single currency after nearly 2 decades of EU membership. Honestly, I'm a mix of excitement and concern. It's a huge step for Bulgaria, but the public backlash, 49% opposing the switch, shows there's still a lot of skepticism. This matters because it could boost trade and investment by eliminating currency risk. Yet, it also raises fears of higher inflation, especially when food prices are already climbing. In my opinion, the benefits of a common currency, lower transaction costs, stronger Eurozone integration, outweigh the short-term pains, but careful monetary policy is essential. I've asked you guys in chat, what do you think about Bulgaria's euro adoption? Drop your thoughts below. I want to hear your take. Some of you are cheering for stronger EU ties, while others worry about price hikes. It's a pretty heated debate out there. Alright, that's the rundown on this Eurozone expansion. Stay tuned for more analysis, and let me know if you think this will set a precedent for other EU members. Catch you in the next stream. Imagine a stadium full of fans cheering for a gamer who's actually sitting on a couch. Does that make esports a true sport or just a high-stakes hobby? Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the hot debate, are virtual championships truly sports? The International Olympic Committee now recognizes esports as a sport for the first time, citing rigorous training and global viewership. Overlord's calling for a new quest. What epic should we tackle next? Brave minions. Hot take, influencers are just content puppets in a digital circus. Do you think they truly control the narrative? I'm convinced. I believe the real power lies in the audience, not the flashy feeds. Are we just passive viewers? If you ask me. So, when you scroll, are you feeding the algorithm or challenging it with curiosity? I think influencers turn every scroll into a paycheck. Are we ready to stop paying them and start paying ourselves? I'm convinced social media is a circus where talent is traded for likes. Do you prefer genuine skill or viral flair? I'm convinced. I believe the real power is in the comments, not the algorithms. Will you claim your voice before the bots do? Minions, vote with, exclamation mark next, and then the name of the which vibe you want. Let's pick the next move. What's your take? My villain take, I tried binge watching a documentary about sleep. What do you think? I think movies about sleep are the best for dreaming, right? Or do you prefer a thriller? I think binge watching resets the brain like a reboot. Is that your go-to ritual? We will just chat, no race this time. Ready? Personally, I think the mental endurance and strategic depth of games like League of Legends mirror the tactical demands of traditional sports. But the lack of physical exertion, players sit for hours versus athletes sweating on the field, raises questions about what we define as athleticism. Adding to that, the regulatory bodies that govern esports still struggle with standardized rules, anti-doping measures, and player welfare policies. So, what do you all think? Does the competitive gaming community deserve the same respect as the Olympic athletes? If we broaden our definition of sport to include cognitive skill, the lines will blur, potentially redefining future athletic competitions. Stick around for more deep dives into the world of gaming and beyond. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, I've got a work joke for you that's sure to make you laugh before your coffee kicks in. My toxic trait is thinking I can finish an 8-hour workload in the 45 minutes before 5 p.m.
Ha!
That one always makes me feel like I'm in a time travel sitcom. Good thing I'm still alive to laugh about it. Remember that instant rush of waiting for your Polaroid to bloom from a hazy blur into a crisp snapshot, as if the world paused just for you. Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the world of instant photography and how that Polaroid moment still feels so alive in a digital age. Did you know that the first Polaroid camera, released in 1948, let people develop a photo in just 90 seconds, giving them a physical image right before their eyes? I think the tactile joy of waiting for the film to reveal itself creates a deeper connection to the memory than scrolling through an endless digital gallery. For instance, when I shot a sunset with a Fujifilm Instax, the film's warm glow and the tiny print felt like holding a piece of the sky in my hand. That instant anticipation reminds me of the thrill of a surprise party, and it's something you just can't replicate with a pixelated thumbnail on your phone. So chat, what's your most memorable Polaroid or instant photo experience, and how did it make you feel? Ultimately, the Polaroid moment is more than just a photo. It's a physical memory that you can touch, keep, and cherish. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button if you love instant photography as much as I do. Hey everyone, I just read the headline about health insurance subsidies expiring and it's seriously shaking up the whole market. Apparently, the enhanced ACA tax credits that cut premiums for over 20 million people vanished at midnight on January 1, 2026, and average costs are spiking by a staggering 114%. I'm honestly shocked and a bit panicked because this means families who are just managing now could suddenly be looking at sky-high monthly bills. This matters because it flips the financial stability of millions of Americans upside down and could drive more people into debt or out of coverage entirely. In my opinion, the government should have at least tried to negotiate a smoother transition or an extension. This abrupt cut feels like a major policy misstep. I've already pinged the chat. Drop a taja if you're feeling the pinch or have a story about losing coverage. Keep in mind, some insurers are already tightening eligibility, so if you're on the edge, you might need to act fast to secure a plan. Alright, that's the scoop for now. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep the discussion going in the comments. What if your favorite meme could be worth a fortune? Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the wild world of the meme marketplace, where internet jokes are turning into valuable digital assets. Did you know that the first meme NFT sold for over $30,000, signaling a shift from free content to a tradable currency? I think this commercialization is both thrilling and a bit scary because it commodifies humor that used to be freely shared.